Hello everyone and welcome to this new tutorial of React Native. Today we will learn how to implement React Native navigation version 5. So let's create a new project here, go to the terminal and then navigate to the directory where you want to install the React Native project. Then just type npx React Native init, then the project name. So I will give nav v5. So it will take some time, so it's creating the new project, so we have to wait for a few minutes, I guess. I will get back to you guys when it gets installed. Sorry, I mean it create our new project. So I will be back. Project has been created. Now we need to navigate into the project directory. So type ls, okay, then cd. The project name is nav version 5. So we are in the React Native project nav v5 directory. Then if I ls, yes. So to run on iOS simulator, we will type npx React Native run -iOS. So it will build, then it will run on simulator. It will take some time as well, so we have to wait. It takes time when it is building for the first time, so we have to bear it. Okay, so our project built successfully. As you can see here, this is the default React Native project. So now what we need to do, we need to install the dependencies required for React Navigation version 5. So what we will do, we will type npm install, then @react navigation /native. So it will install the React Navigation dependency for us. It will take some time as well, so we have to wait. So we have installed it, then we have to add this React all the dependencies required for this React navigation, which is npm install React Native reanimated React, then It's another dependencies, which is React Native gesture handler. Then we have React Native screens. Then we have React Native save area context. Then React Native community mask view. All these libraries will be installed. So now we have to install npm install @react navigation stack. Okay, now let's create mock screens. So go to the Visual Studio Code. Now open the project here. So we will click on open folder. Then we have this navigation version 5. Now open it. Now here inside this project directory, we will create another folder with the name of source. Then inside this source directory, we will create another folder with the name of screens. Okay, now let's create mock screens inside the screens folder. Here, give it a name. Let's say first, or maybe let's say give it a name of sign in screen JS. Then we will create another screen with the name of, okay, so I think it's creating the folder, so just delete it. Now start from the beginning, source folder. Then inside this we will create screens folder. Then now we need to add a sign in screen.js. So that's our first screen. Then inside this screen we will create another screen. Let's say give it a name, sign up screen.js. Now let's add the mockup code here. So we will type import React from React Native. Then we will import, sorry, it would be React, not React Native. Then we will import view, button, text. Okay, and maybe this. Okay, from React Native. Now let's create a functional component for the sign in screen. So function sign in screen we will add view. Inside of this view we will add, let's say, a text, the name of sign in screen. Okay, then for now I think we don't need a style sheet, so let's, or maybe we can add in case if we need in future, we will add it. Okay, so constant styles equals style sheet dot create. The view would be inside this return. then export default equals sign in screen. Okay, now let's add this mockup code into the sign up screen as well. So we will rename into sign up screen here, and now in the sign in screen we might need button as well. So let's add button, then give a title of, let's say, click me. Okay, then on press prop was on press. Here we will add okay, inside this on press block we will navigate user to next screen, right? So now we need create another folder inside this source directory. Let's say give it a name of, I would say, what should be the name? Okay, it should be the navigation. Okay, then inside this navigation we will create a file with the name of main stack navigator. Let's save all these files first. It should be .js. Okay, now let's implement it. So we will type import React from React, then import navigation container from @React navigation native. Then we have import create stack navigator @React navigation stack. Then we will import the screens we recently created. So sign in screen from sign in screen, right? Similarly, import the sign up screen from right. So we have imported both the screens. Now constant stack was create stack navigator. Then we will create function which will be, let's say, the sign in flow. Okay, will be the function. Then return. Inside this return we will add a navigation container. Then inside this we will add stack dot okay. dot stack dot navigator equals name equals, let's say, give it auth. I'm assuming it is user modules, so that's why I'm giving all the names related to the user module function, right? It's like sign in, sign up, so it's basically an auth module, so that's why I'm giving a name of it, right? So stack navigator, then inside of this we will have stack dot screen, name equals sign in screen. Then we have component equals, component would be the sign in screen, so which is this one, we just imported it. Then we have this options to show, let's say if we want to show the headers or not, so we will, I don't want a header in the sign in screen, so that's why I am hiding the header, right? So just copy this and paste, create another stack dot screen. Okay, so we have two screens here, right? So sign in screen, then sign up screen, then sign up screen. So we have created our navigation container here. Then what we will do, we will create another function here, the name of main stack navigator. Inside this function we will return this sign in flow, right? So okay, then at the end export default main stack navigator. Okay, now save this file. Okay, now we need to call this create stack navigator from the app.js file. Here just remove all this code, then start typing import react from react, then import react gesture handler. Okay, then we will import main stack navigator from okay. Then what we will do, we will simply export type export default function app, then return main stack navigator. Okay, if I save this file, if we rerun the project here, so let's see what happens. Okay, now we need to navigate from one screen to another, right? So here pass the prop of navigation, right? Then type inside this on press arrow function, type navigation dot navigate. Then here pass the screen name, which is sign up screen, right? So okay, now save this file, and if I click on it, you will see we are navigated to the uh, sign up screen, right? So that's the React navigation version 5. So we created a main stack navigator here, then we added two screens, then navigate from one screen to another, right? So yeah, so now we need to fix this error, so let's try out some things. Okay, so in the terminal, what we will do, uh, we will inside we will navigate to the iOS directory, right? So type cd iOS. Okay, then type pod install. So let's see if we have any pods, new pods or not. So these were the pods that get installed. Okay, now what we will do, we will close the server here. Now okay, cd go back to the previous directory, which is the React Native directory here, and okay, and then type npx React Native run iOS. So it will start the server again. Let's see if this fixes the error or not. So as we know, it will take some time to start the server and run our project. I hope it will work. So let's see. Okay, so the previous error got resolved by installing the pods, and then running the project from start, right? So this is something, a new error, so let's see. Okay, so we need to add into the import on both files here, then save it. If I rerun the project, it's still saying okay. Save, then save. Okay, as you can see, we got the sign-in screen here. Since why it's showing above, because we haven't added the safe area. So let's add this. So safe area view, safe area view. As you can see, our text and click me button moves down, right? So now what we need to do, we have to navigate from one screen to another, right? So let's do that as well. Let's say you want to show navigation bar buttons on the left side and the right side of the navigation bar. So what we will do here, I will comment this line. So if I run, you will see we will get the navigation bar, right? So we have a back button in this navigation bar, right? So we will add an icon here, button, or maybe some icon here at the right side of the navigation bar, right? So go to the sign up screen, then we will use a state hook which is called use layout effect. So then inside this function type use layout effect, navigation, right? Then use okay. Use layout effect. Okay. Then inside this create an arrow function here. Then we have this property which is called set navigation dot set options. Then we have header right. Okay, then let's add button here. Okay, give it a title. Let's say click. You will see we got button here, right? So we have added right navigation bar button. Okay, so that's how we can add or customize navigation bar.